Yo guys, Saber here. Welcome to today's episode of my Road to Masters. So it's the second day of the season. Yesterday I was starting out with some NR Witchers, as you saw on my last video. And we had an okay start with it, didn't do amazingly well. Kind of felt like we got a few bad matchups, so I tried out a few different decks. I played some Scoia'tael as well, some Nature's Gift, and some Nilfgaard. I did the best with Nilfgaard. None of these is like amazing, but I think we got off to like a positive win rate, nothing spectacular, just 11 and 8. But still an okay start to the season. So I think I actually ended up with a quite nice Nilfgaard deck, and I would like to play that a little bit with you guys today. For those of you who didn't see my stream yesterday, then this is the deck. Basically, it's kind of similar to the lockdown deck I was playing before, except we are now not running Ball, we're instead running Angolem and Leo. And you might wonder why that's the case, because, I mean, Ball is a great card, obviously, but the thing is that there's a lot of Nilfgaard mirrors, and Angolem is Ball +3 for 5 less provision. And they can't even go coup on Angolem, because if they go coup on Angolem, then it just doesn't do anything right. So not running a Ball there is actually really beneficial for you. And it also means that if you're getting bled, then you don't have this big play that's really awkward. So feels a lot better not to have this big card. And if you're getting bled, it just plays for 4 points. So this version felt a lot smoother to me. We also have one more tall punch, which is nice. The bronze score is more or less the same. So I think we'll just jump into it right away and see if we can get some wins today as well. All right. First game is against some monsters, not Vi, not Kelly. They are otherwise like two of the strongest monsters decks in my opinion. We're just queuing into some Force of Nature. So we're on red coin. I don't think we desperately need to win 1-1, honestly. I think it's a fairly good matchup. We could just start with a crossbowman, maybe a sergeant, maybe just like play out a few bronze cards here and take a fairly early pass. Angolem is probably dead in this matchup, I think. Do have one tall punish, but I think the sand is like okay for just having a few playable cards. Could even consider going coup right away if he goes lava. Would just allow us to maybe push a little bit deeper here. Goes for the lava play. Like we don't have to do this, but I think usually it's fine to be a little bit aggressive with the first coup. And like this deck got a lot of good cards, so if you don't play any of your cards round 1, then you quite often end up with too many gold cards for your round 3 hand. So, like general rule for this deck, try to be just a little bit aggressive, I think. Could just play maybe like a... Could maybe just like say, okay, like double lava is huge to get it off him, I think. Double lava is very, very powerful. I'm doing the sequencing because it means that I can now kill another lava next turn with my crossbowman. I also have the option to go for the Breathens this turn, but I think it might also just be fine to do it like this. So I might just do... Could kill this one as well, but this one we get rid of some armor as well, which might be relevant for my crossbowman later on, so I'll just take this ping. I think that's fine. He's probably a cushy deck. It shouldn't be a big issue, I don't think. Should be able to answer that fairly well. And I think as long as we can like stay in this round fairly easily without big commitments, I'm fine. If he does pass here, we actually have to make like a little bit of an awkward play, but okay, he doesn't. So, but basically, I think if we have to commit Breathens to get to force the long round, I think I'm probably okay. But on the other hand, like, do we even want the long round? I just don't think he's gonna pass. I don't think he's willing to give it to me, to be honest. So for that reason, I feel like this might be okay, just to slow play a little bit here. Basically just say if I have to go Breathens, I'm okay with that. Because if I have ball, I think it's very bad for him. That's kind of what you can take advantage of. People very rarely want to give up round 1 against you. So now I could go for this one. Again, we have the presence as reach. I think it's fine. Don't really want to try to tempo hit with the presence because there's a high chance he can easily recover from it as well. He goes for Erden. We could end that, but I think it's fine. Like, he's gonna play plenty of big units. And I honestly don't mind like him getting one of them in the graveyard for Erden already. For Oswald. Like if he goes for the Oswald play, we can always just use Yin on the Oswald and potentially use the Oswald to eat a spear tip next round or something like that. What we would like to find here is Ramon plus one of the locks. We found one of the locks. I think I'm just gonna kick the poison package here. The chance of we finding it is quite low. Not the perfect hand, but we still have like Master of Disguise in combination with a lock. Question is that one lock gonna be enough? Because yeah, Caranthea plus his Kushi could be a little bit scary here with no more locks, but I think we will probably be okay. I would imagine that he's going to bleed. Dry passing rim kind of sounds like suicide. I feel like we should have an okay hand to resist the beat, but he has like a really, really good hand. We could potentially get in trouble. If I'd had Ramon instead of this Master of Disguise, I would feel super confident about the situation. Also, I should probably move my cam here. Sorry guys, I forgot about that. But yeah, so Master of Disguise here seems like a perfect drop. So in hindsight, it was actually pretty fine that we top decked that. I didn't really expect him to die, but maybe he has a bad hand, or maybe he just thinks that the long run actually suits him better. Another lock is not too bad. We don't want like this lock. This lock kind of just straights down. We have a poison package here. So can he... Huh. I feel like he's probably going to interrupt the poison package. I feel like I should take a maul. But honestly, it might also just be the best hand to keep here. Maybe we just keep it. Maybe it's okay. We have to go first, which probably means that we have to just start with something like Usurper. We don't really have a nice proactive play. So we'll just go Usurp. I mean, it's also okay, right? It's 12 points. We just don't get value from all of our assimilates, basically. He's out of lavas, but he could be running a set of Neckers, which would be almost the same, honestly. Like, we don't have a good way to answer them. You might also just go for something like Caranthea into Beast, in which case I think we just go coup on the Beast. Although we also have a potential coup on Joachim later on. Goes for Squirrel. Doesn't seem to be doing much here. However, now we could copy that Squirrel. That Squirrel is actually worth a lot of points, right? When you think about it, because he most likely is running a Squirrel, so I think this one might actually be a lot better than it looks.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed into an urchin.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Just need to be careful that we don't go Leo on the spear tip now to give him an Oswald anyway. But like now he actually doesn't have, like, he has what, 5 points. So that's really not a lot for him. Like to play Roderick when you have a like lock target that doesn't have high priority, so like something we can lock for value but not like super important, and Joachim online, and maybe even Leo as well. I think Angolim is probably just a brick, so we would like to try to avoid her if possible. The nice thing here is that we should trade up on his cushions quite well. Well, at least trade even to them, right? Because we have the locks here, just do like a pretty good job of that. Okay, so that's something we can just poison, I think. Guess we just do this right away. I think that's absolutely fine. If he has to consume it, then I mean it's still gonna be okay, right? We still disabled the engine. So this seems like a pretty obvious play to me. Goes on Nairo. Phantom, okay. Phantom is going to play for good value for him. It could honestly even be something that we consider using Yen on at some point. Time being, I'll just finish this one off. Like, it's a card we can ignore, we don't have to answer it. It's going to play for like, what, 10-13 points, which is good. No doubt about that. But I think I'm gonna go like Roderick, maybe into Joachim next. Maybe. Possible. Like, the issue, what if we miss that? Then what do we do? Because I'm almost positive that... Okay, now, okay, this is nice. Now the Leo is online as well, and this is not terrible either, so... I think this just has to be... What would that even pull? The highest units that would pull... That would pull Joachim, actually. Okay. So...
What is it you want?
Not ideal, but I mean, I guess we just take it anyway. So we have to go front. So just does also improve his value on his Oswell. Not like super happy about that play, but I would much rather have found Joachim, I think. But it works okay, like at the end of the world. So I guess at this point we would rather just go for like triple Ramon probably, so we'd probably just do that, I think.
Push on! No mercy!
And I think this guy might be running Erden, so we just need to be a little bit careful of that. But maybe it's actually not that bad to miss out on the Joachim. Because now he won't get much Erden value if he's running that. This goes for another Kushi. Just lock that again here. And this is where lockdown really does well, because usually they would go leader in the same turn and really like get some guaranteed value from these, but now they just won't do anything. I think I'm just gonna lock the other lava here. Then it's probably Erden Oswell left, I would imagine. Gets a heat wave instead of the Erden. That's fine. So this is basically a 13, right? So this is just better, honestly. Just 1 point better. And now he has an 11 point Oswell lift. That's my bet. Yeah, so we take the win, that's really nice. I think that's a tough matchup for him. It's difficult for him to do all that much, to be honest. And we drew like pretty well on top of that, so yeah, nice game. I think he probably had to try to bleed, but again, it's not the greatest deck he was playing, and probably also got a little bit, yeah, not the greatest deck, bad matchup, and maybe took some slightly bad macro decisions. Alright, so we got a lockdown mirror. This is interesting, because Angolem should be really good here if he's running the ball version. Hopefully we will get a chance to see that. So pretty decent hand. Could just use this one as a purify, to be honest. I kind of like the hand. I think the hand is actually just fine. We have a nice combination of productivity and some good cards if we need them. Not the strongest good hand, to be honest. Like there's a chance we'd get in trouble, but I think for the most part we will be absolutely fine here. I don't mind trading the Cupbearer here. It does mean he can potentially poison or something like that, but I think I'm okay with that. again, this deck has so many good cards, so if you don't start committing them round 1, then you might just not get a chance to do it. So just be a little bit aggressive with your good cards. We get both of these locks out of him, that's honestly pretty huge as well. And he'll never actually be able to play one of his own locks right now. Sorry, one of his own engines, because he knows I'll just lock it right in the spot. Needs to be careful. That being said, I mean, I do obviously need to... I think I might just start this engine now. We still have lock in hand. I think that will be okay. So I'll just play this for value here. Enable my engine. Don't have coup in hand, so I'll just do this for value as well, I think. I think we also just lock that. Go brigades next if we can get away with it. Playing that is always a little bit ugh, because it's really good from one target, but I think it's okay. Yeah, he keeps going, which is fine. This is potentially a coup next. If it goes coup, we probably just pass, I think. So I think I just drop this. But yeah, coup plus poison here could be how he takes it. But I can live with that, I think. Alright. I think we just passed then. It doesn't really make sense for us to keep going here. Not with this hand. This is always why it's tricky to do the mulligans round 1, because you don't really know how good the opponent's hand is. Coup is usually always a good card round 1. It's just perfect to commit it. Get rid of Vincent here, which is high in card, but mostly it just means he's running, like, maybe not the best version. Maybe it also means he's running a non-ball version. But I mean, he's probably running ball, right? It sounds kind of crazy to run Vincent without ball as well, so I think that's just fine. So missing quite a few good cards here. Probably a small U. That's okay. Probably just drop this. Because we do have enough aristocrats for ball. We take a long round, which can sometimes be a little bit tricky. But yeah, let's see. Leo, Brathens. Okay, top decking quite well here. Only have 2 goals left at Ramon and Coup. That's honestly potentially a better target than this for the Ramon. Could see a Maul on that maybe. Alright. That's pretty sick. I think I just start with this. It's always a bit of a rush in terms of like running out of room here around 3. And it could end up being decided based on who can fill the opponent's board. So I need to be really careful about that. Place a lock, so at least we're trading up to that. Let's play another one here. So I'm gonna go angle him next. Hopefully he's gonna go coup on my angle him, and then he's gonna backfire for him. That would be pretty cool. This goes for poison. Seems fine to me. Let me just go for this. Hopefully he's running ball. Yeah, that's the ball. Perfect. We might not even be able to activate our usurper here. Kinda have to see. So let's see if he goes for the... he doesn't take it. He's smart. Smart lad. I think I might just want to slam the Joachim here. We don't really have another... Basically, we don't have anything else. We could go usurper activate. Just right about the room. Maybe it's okay. I think I'll go with this. I mean, it's not the greatest, but... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, we can always... Yeah. Might have been bad to do that, honestly. I should probably just went for usurp. I'm just worried about, like, if I play it, I have to float it, then he could potentially yen it and something. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna end up in trouble with that line. Like, maybe just do it. Like, maybe we just play it and activate. Be like, screw it. Yeah, maybe we just do this first, honestly.
Your name, young man, demands to be cursed into an urge.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
So we have a yen which we would like to play before we go Roderick into crew on the Joachim. We're up by a lot here, but he also hasn't really played any of his good cards just yet. Goes for his own yen on the angle. Oh wait, did he just take the angle in there? Oh boy, it's gonna backfire for him. So now we can play this, and like we could potentially float, but I think we have enough room here. I'm not that worried. So this one probably has to go front. Into the ankle and the conflict. That's kind of funny. I might have to give him a little bit of an emote, yeah. And so we just go for this one to finish it off. Yeah. GG. It's a tough matchup for him. He also didn't drew particularly well. Alright, that was kind of a nice start to today's climb. And maybe we're already back on peak. Not quite. I think next when we are definitely back on peak. So let's just go for another one. Another lockdown mirror. Interesting.
Any last words?
This time we're on blue coin. We have a very bad hand here, which is not necessarily the end of the world. If we can improve it later on. But right now it's kind of bad. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating, right? I mean, okay, we could just, I guess we could just do this, actually.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
So wait, I'm moving one card to the top, right? So we can just give him... This mentor should actually be decent for me, right? So we give him a Fang and then we grab the Usurper back. I mean, I think that's a pretty good trade for me, honestly. Okay.
Should have turned green, not yellow.
What the fuck is this, guys?
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
This is ridiculous. Hopefully he can't do it again. But like, what is this guy's game plan? Like, I don't get his like archetype right now.
Not bad at all.
Oh wow. I mean,
Could lift the curse, but who would love?
just to do it again.
Everyone.
What's going on? I'm not even sure this is correct, but it's funny. It's fucking hilarious. This is the weirdest game I've played this season so far. But my hand is so shite, which is a little bit worrying. Oh, he's playing... Right. But I mean, I say right like it makes sense. I don't think it makes particularly much sense. Maybe just lock that now. Wait, that sounds... Isn't that pretty broken actually?
I shall relieve them all.
I haven't actually seen that combo before. That actually seems pretty damn broken. Oh no.
Explosive around here.
Oh no, I lost my usurper. We fought so well. So this is like 13 points, it's actually not enough. Damn, that sucks. I think we just have to pass here, to be honest. But maybe it's actually better to go down a card, to be honest, because like it's... Like, what do we do if like it's really bad if we just pass here, I think. I'd rather go down a card.
The hounds have caught a scent.
Now we actually have reach, right? Yeah. So we have like a 5 and a 9 and an 8, sorry, that's 13. So we could do it in combination with this one. It's like maybe just drop just drop this one for now. I don't mind going down 2. I've already committed to that line. Him bleeding with 2 of these is really scary. But I'm also wondering like how many bombs to actually run. Alright. Now we can't do the points, unfortunately. It's not great. We had a really bad run one hand. And yeah, I mean he's stole my usurper, right? I'm not happy about that at all. At all. At least the mentor is probably going to be somewhat decent now. This is actually just a hand I keep here. I guess there's some synergy to it. And he's never drive passing, I'm pretty sure. It might be difficult to bleed with bombs, and like how many bombs are you running? Like he's played 2 already, he's probably running more than that, but I'm kinda curious. Gwent?
I heard you coming a mile away. The League.
Lois? Why would you do that? Just to give me bad draws, maybe? Like, I mean, I guess it means no Cantarella at least.
Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
So we do this. We should try to row stack here. So they can destroy self and deal damage to opposite row. So he would have to destroy this one. I mean, it's okay, I'll just do this for now. Do still have reach with this, but his usurper is going to be massive, so yeah.
War is no game, not to be taken lightly.
I think I'll go for Roderick first. Take this. This is unlikely to be enough. I think I'll try to see if I can do this into like Yorkim or something. Because that might actually be enough points here. Or Usurper.
Is it you want?
Ah, crap.
I don't work for
It's not gonna be enough, but we'll survive, right? But now we have shit top decks as well, so it's not gonna be easy from here. And then, like, we have, yeah, I'm not sure how we win here, honestly. Like, we have Usurper top deck, but, like, then we have, like, 3 bad top decks because he bricked me so hard. So we kind of need to find some, like, maybe finding Angolem here is, like, win condition. Yeah, not quite. Angolem here would have been really good. I'll just do this right away, try to maximize my usurper value, but I'm not even sure what's, like, maybe if he's out of bombs, but like, I think they're just playing for too much. Yeah, he got one. So, that's fine, kinda. I'll do this first. Hopefully he's out of bombs, otherwise he'll be able to activate. But I'd rather try to save this in case there's something that's worth locking. Yeah, it looks like he got another one. Wait, why would he activate both of them? I guess he just has another one, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then he high rolls him here. Yeah, I think it's pretty rip here, guys. We lost to a meme. Feels bad, but that was a kind of a funny game, to be honest. Like the way we played these Viper Witches round 1 was like pretty hilarious in my opinion. He's gonna show us his last card. He's not. GG. All right. I think that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think this deck is really nice. We can just go back to it real quick. It's like really, like this last game we didn't draw particularly well. I think it was kind of, usually that matchup is fine. We just drew pretty badly. And if we go like something like Yin on his Maddock, he can't actually do all that much, right? But it's also about me not recognizing the matchup at all, and maybe not drawing particularly well. But in general, this deck is really nice because quite often the opponent wants to bleed you. And I'll just switch the cam actually so I can actually see the deck, sorry. So basically the opponent almost always wants to bleed you because they expect the ball to just go deeper, 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 and there is no ball. You just have these value plays that's extremely good to respond to bleeds. Like opponent bleeding, you have like Usurper Catch-Up, Brathens Catch-Up, Ramon Lock, Joachim, and Ku. Bunch of good cards for resisting the bleed, so you can kind of take a lot of advantage of people expecting to be playing a different version, because I don't think anyone else is playing this mid-range lockdown right now, so there's a lot of surprise value in this right now. It might change quickly, but right now I think this is a very, very nice deck to play for ladder. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Any sort of feedback or anything else you would like to see in the coming days, just let me know. See ya.